It's Expresso here on SABC3, and I hope you enjoyed that workout. Remember to tune in tomorrow morning at 6:15 for our Zumba workout. Now, we've got Chad Simon in studio. He went through a very traumatic ordeal about a couple of weeks ago, and he's happy to chat to anyone if you want to talk to him. 083 913 3728. He's with us all morning. You're welcome to phone in and ask him anything. Ask him about new singles that are coming out lately. You're welcome to ask him about what happened to him that evening and about his recovery. He is happy to chat to you this morning. Now, someone I'm very happy to chat to, and I actually saw him over the weekend at Constantia Sports Centre, is David Brook from Sport 24. Nice to see you.
Good morning.
We've been hanging out quite a lot.
It's been a great weekend,
Yeah, it has. But now, I don't know about sporting side with the Tri-Nations.
Tri-Nations is heating up. New Zealand are looking unbeatable.
Do you think that we're going to stand a chance against them this weekend?
Well, we're playing Australia this weekend in Durban, which is not a bad opportunity. Div has brought back the big guns, okay? But that doesn't mean guarantee success. One guy who's actually been left out of that squad is Pat Lambie, the Sharks fly-half. It could mean two things. It could mean that Div is settled on him, he knows that he's there for the World Cup, or it could mean that he's not really sold on him just yet and he wants to see other guys. So he's brought in Butch James. Morné Steyn keeps his place in the squad. It's an interesting squad now. They've brought back the Victor Matfields and the likes of all of them. If they don't win this weekend, then there are some big problems, because now, all of a sudden, our A-team aren't winning at home as well. So the confidence is not going to be good heading into the World Cup. Whilst New Zealand, the confidence is sky high. But New Zealand have done this before. You know, their thing is they peak before the World Cup, and then they choke. They choke during the World Cup.
Yeah, so
this time, you know, there's apparently a lot of talk back home in New Zealand that they're scared, they're really scared more than any year before of them choking this year at home. So if they do choke and they don't win the World Cup at home, that could have effects lasting 20 years. Hopefully.
But shouldn't we be worried that it's like it's just under 30 days or just over 30 days to go, and our Springbok team is still all over the place? No one knows what's going on.
The problem is, though, New Zealand have got two settled sides, basically. We don't know our starting lineup just yet. Maybe Div has got this master plan, which he knows about, but it doesn't come across in the live games. And the fans see this and they go, things are in a bit of disarray here with just less than a month to go now to the World Cup. We want to see our starting lineup play. A guy like Fourie du Preez.
Good practice.
Exactly. A guy like Fourie du Preez hasn't had much game time, but is he going to start as the starting scrum half in the World Cup with not much game time behind him? That's the questions now that need to be answered. And fast.
Big shockers in the Currie Cup
Jeez,
this
what a weekend. My
weekend.
Super Brew went to the
No way. Everyone.
You know, it's Friday night. It started out. You could have seen what happened over the weekend. Griquas played the Sharks at home and they beat them. Unbelievable victory for them. The Sharks are the defending champs. Come Saturday, Western Province go to the Free State. They lost. They were up at halftime. They then lost. The biggest shock of the whole weekend, though, is that the Lions ended up the weekend top of the log, 4 from forward. It's unheard of in the last 10 years. So they played the your boy. You know, since you've left Pretoria, I don't know what's gone wrong with the Bulls, but I want you to stay in Cape Town. Stay in Cape Town. So the Bulls are in some major problems at the moment. They bottom of the log, even behind Pumas and Griquas and those guys. So there's big problems up north. But big game this Friday night. They're playing on Friday because the Tri-Nations game's on the Saturday. Sharks Western Province in Cape Town. Massive game. Should be a great sporting weekend. And, you know, also, like, coming up now, the soccer starting, you know. So
yes, soccer season. Big guys coming
some
back
cup
into
action
teams
this weekend.
And people being chosen and not people being left out of teams.
Exactly. There's millions of pounds going around at the moment of transfers and all of that. And there was the MTN 8 this weekend locally. That's the top 8 sides from the PSL last year playing this knockout round. So the quarterfinals was this weekend. Ajax, Cape Town, Pirates, Chiefs and Sundowns all safely through. Ajax had a good win at Cape Town Stadium. They've now made that their home ground. So hopefully the fans come out and support and pay the Bulls, because it's quite a bit to run a game there. But yeah, and then over in England, the first Manchester's derby of the season, the Community Shield is like the precursor to the season. And it was a very spicy affair. There was a couple of hard tackles going in there, some injuries almost occurring, but Man City were up 2-0 at half-time. Second half comes, Man United fought back 3-2. Great victory for them, because it's a huge psychological blow. Man City are like the pretenders to the title. They've got all the money, but they don't necessarily have the success just yet. So let's see what happens. Both seasons start this weekend. Can't wait. Book that TV for Saturday afternoon. It's going to be an absolute cracker.
Now, what's happening with the cricket? I mean, Graham Smith got married. He's out partying, not on honeymoon yet. What's happening there?
Well, he better go on honeymoon soon, because the honeymoon ends come October,
Yeah.
when Australia arrived. You know, all his mates, his teammates were there. Gary Kirsten and his pregnant wife were there over the weekend, and it was great to see. You know, hopefully those positive vibes. I think, you know, Graham Smith's now, he's grown up a hell of a lot. Let's hope that it brings a bit of more leadership into his career, and he can take that next step and pass the leadership over to a guy like AB de Villiers. You know, it's now time to step up to the plate. Australians are there for the picking. So they come here in October. Honeymoon's over by then.
Well, David, it's always great chatting to you. Have a super sporting weekend.
Fully intend to.
We'll get all the updates on the weekend.